Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of 60 Formula. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday, it's that sweet TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday, baby. The weekend is starting tomorrow. The hurricane is over, and all that's left in its wake is blue skies. And Britney Spears is like, oh dude, I'm so excited, I just can't flippin' friggin' wait. On today's episode, we're gonna be talking about what it takes to own a Siberian Husky. I know I got a lot of viewers who are either A, thinking about getting a Siberian Husky, or B, they already got one and they're like, yo, I think I might be in trouble, I need a little bit of advice. So on today's episode, we're gonna be talking about everything that it takes to own one of these beautiful, cute little Huskaroni pizzas. Yeah, I said it, you're a cute little boofer. Go ahead. Yes, you're good, Bowie. Yes, you're good, Bowie. He's like, treat time is good. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, come on, let's go. So come with us, will you, on another episode of 60 Formula where we find out what it takes to own a Siberian Husky. Are you both ready? Are you ready for the episode? All right, let's go. Holy cow, it has been a crazy couple of days. First off, we had to get ready for a crazy hurricane, then the crazy hurricane never came, and then we had to get all unhurricanified. We had to take off all of the shutters, put everything back to where it was, because when you get ready for a hurricane, it's like you put everything away, everything's in lockdown mode, and now you gotta get everything back out. It's kind of a pain in the booty, right, Britney Spears? But anyway, we're not talking about hurricanes today. What we're talking about today is what you should be expecting when you're getting one of these fluffy little pizzas. She's like, what have I told you about calling me a pizza, bro? I'm sorry. Can I get a paw? All right, that's a good girl. How about you, Britney Spears? Can I get a paw? Yeah, that's what's up, my brother. Okay, so if you're watching the 60 Formula channel, if you've been hanging out with us, it's probably because you're thinking about getting a Husky or you already got one. You probably watched our episodes and you're like, hey, that Britney Spears and that Gila dog, they're pretty well trained. Maybe I could learn a thing or two from that 60 guy. There's a lot of stuff that people don't tell you when you get into owning a Siberian Husky. They are beautiful and they have pretty eyes. They got cool color schemes. You're like the black and white version and you're like the silver and white version. But not a lot of people go into all the hardships and the things that you don't expect when you're gonna pick one of these dogs up. I mean, we all know that it comes with a responsibility when you're gonna go ahead and get a dog, but Siberian Huskies are kind of a tick up when it comes to the responsibility scale. They've got a lot of things that you need to know about, and we're gonna go over them right now. All right, first things first, whenever you get yourself a Siberian Husky puppy, it's a good thing to know that they are not going to be potty trained and they're not gonna be crate trained. Puppies just don't come equipped with these two skills. Now, crate training and potty training is absolutely necessary if you're thinking about getting a Husky, especially if you live indoors. I mean, unless you're George of the Jungle and you live out in the forest, you're probably gonna have to housebreak your pepperoni pizzas. So just remember, in the beginning, they're probably going to be getting into everything. They're probably gonna go into every little corner of your house and be like, oh my God, what's over here? Oh my goodness, what's over here? Oh, what's over here? What's under this thing? Oh, can I get under this thing and chew on these cords? Oh, what's under here? Can I spill something over here? Now, I know that seems cute and everything because, well, whenever puppies explore, that's the cutest darn thing that you ever did see. Now, you might be thinking, hey, I kind of want my Husky to just follow me wherever I go so that I'm able to keep an eye on him. But honestly, you are better off setting up some baby gates in one room, typically the room that you spend the most amount of time in. That's a good boy, Britney Spears. That's a good boy. And this way, you're able to keep an eye on your pup more often, and they'll feel more comfortable as well. You don't want your dog going in different rooms that you're not into when they're really small, because typically that leads to accidents. Chew on things they're not supposed to, and go potty in places where they're not supposed to go potty. He was like, yeah, I've done that before. I totally used to go potty on the flow. So it goes without saying that if you're thinking about getting a Huskaroni pizza, you're going to have insane patience to teach them A, how to be potty trained, and B, how to be crate trained. If you don't nip these two things in the bud early on, it's likely that you're gonna have a doggo that always uses the restroom in your house and is prone to tearing things up and howling and making loud noises. Now, you're not gonna get these things overnight. It does not take like 1 week to potty train or crate train a Husky. It takes a couple of weeks, if not months, at a time. And we have videos on how you can accomplish both of these in the quickest way possible. We'll link all of these videos down below for you. So just remember, if you're thinking about getting a Siberian Husky, they're going to cry, they're going to howl, they're going to poop, and you need patience to get through that. If you don't have the patience, if you can't stand hearing somebody howl, if you can't stand picking up a turd or two every once in a while, this is why most people consider them a medium skilled dog. They require a lot of patience on your end. They're gonna make a lot of mistakes, and you have to be understanding, super duper understanding. If you can't be understanding, then you are not fit to own a Husky. The second thing we're gonna be talking about is how social Siberian Huskies are. These animals are extremely social, more so than a lot of other dogs. I mean, even so much so that Siberian Huskies have created their own language. It's called how. I mean, we don't have a word for it in English, but that's what they call it in Husky. So if you're gonna be getting yourself a Siberian Husky, you're probably gonna wanna either be home or have someone that's gonna be home with them a majority of the time. A lot of people who want Huskies have jobs that require them to be away from home, and you're thinking, hey, am I cut out to own a Husky if I work at like this place like 80 hours a week? The answer to that is probably no. If you don't have kids or a wife or a husband or a girlfriend or a boyfriend at home to spend a majority of the time with your Huskaroni pizza, it's probably not a good idea that you get one. One thing that Huskies really don't like is being left alone. They really don't like isolation. They're social creatures. They're like people. Whenever they get used to being in a pack or a social system, they get really accustomed to it and really upset when that social system breaks apart. So if you're thinking about getting a Husky, but you're like, I'm probably gonna be leaving them in a cage like 8 hours a day, every day for my entire life, well, then don't get a Husky. That is pretty equivalent to having a toddler and then making that toddler live in their room until they're 18 years old. So anybody who wants to get a Husky, we super duper urge you to make sure that you have an open schedule. Now, if you work part-time, or you have a job where you work from home, or you work a job where you only have to work 3 days a week, like for very long hours, but then you get 4 days off, those are probably working conditions that are okay. But if you work every single day like you're the president of Cambodia and you're like in office all the time, chances are a Husky's gonna be a dog that you're probably gonna have to pass up. And last but not least, we all know this, other than Miss Gila over there, who's a big old lazy piece of bacon. Siberian Huskies are mega active. They like to get out, they like to walk around, they like to run and go crazy. So it does require an active lifestyle if you plan on owning one. Now, you don't have to be an Olympic athlete. I am by no means a crazy active person, but it is important to get outside and walk your Husky now and then. What's recommended is anywhere from 2 to 3 walks every single day. And if you own a place like a super small apartment, it's a really good idea to look into ways to exercising them when you can't do it. For example, take them to the park, run them around a couple times a week, play some fetch somewhere, maybe do some tug of war indoors. These are great ways to exercise your dog if you don't have a lot of space, because these pizza heads need a lot of exercise. So just remember, in order to be fit for a Husky, you need to have an active lifestyle. So real quick, let's go over what it takes to be an owner of a Siberian Husky. Come on, let's go. Look at Britney Spears. He's like, I am royalty today. So number 1, you gotta make sure that you have patience. Siberian Huskies take a lot of training. Number 2, you gotta make sure that you're home a lot and that you're able to spend quality time with your Huskies. Huskies are social creatures, and if you don't have a whole pack of them, it's really important to make sure that you're home a good majority of the time. And it doesn't have to be you. As long as someone is home, that is fine. And finally, make sure that you have an active lifestyle. Make sure you're able to go outside, make them feel alive, get real excited and jump around like you're going crazy, pretend like you're 8 years old again. Siberian Huskies love that type of exercise, and they absolutely require it. What do you think, lady? Do we cover everything? Do we cover all the necessities of what it takes to own a Husky? Okay, well, I think we did too. If you guys need any help with training Siberian Huskies, we have tons of videos in our Husky Training 101 playlist. Anything you need to know about potty training, crate training, or walking, we got it all. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down in the comments below. We love hearing them. If you had fun, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss any more Huskaroni Pizza episodes. And we'll see you next time with another episode of Guess What, Britney Spears? That's right, whatever we make. Peace! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boo.